me switch this thing around. There we go. All right. Oh shit, there we go. All right. Give y'all a chance and stuff to get in here. Tell you what's going on, cause I hate to say this, man. I really hate to say this. I really hate to say it, but man, I'm gonna have to get me I'm gonna have to get me another pre-emission truck. That's just all to it. I'm gonna have to get me another pre-emission truck, man, cause um man, this is going on my second week, and I get the truck in the shop, and it's like everything's being done. Everything's being done except the stuff that I need done. I got this bunk heater that don't work. That conked out on me, and that's the only reason why I took it to the shop. And I get this MIL light to come on because the truck regen, and then it gives the same fault code. I get up here and now they saying I needed a def bladder. So I get that, and then I check out the one box. They got my one box open up and stuff, and now it's 90%. The filters are 90% and stuff, so I'm getting hit up on that. So I'm on the hook for $4,200. And then the thing I didn't know was they sell you the the DPF filter. They sell you the filters, but you got a core on your filters, and then you don't get the money back for a whole month. They got to send the filters off to Detroit and have them examine them and stuff, and then if they good, then they'll send a invoice out to the inventory people, and they'll cut you a check for $1,100. So I'm on the hook for $4,200 behind I didn't even some stuff I didn't even know. I mean, I knew the filter was getting up to that point. I just didn't know how bad it was and stuff. But it's at 90%. So it's a man, shoot, go ahead and get that changed and stuff like that. So appreciate the light. So like I said, man, next year I'm giving me a pre-emission truck. That's all to it. In fact, I ain't gonna even let it be a surprise what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get me a Freightliner Classic. There it is. I'm gonna get me a Freightliner Classic. In fact, everything that I said I was gonna do, I'm putting it on hold now and stuff, and I'm just gonna get that Classic. I'm gonna have it up and running. I'm gonna have it up and running and everything by April. By the third week in April. I'm either gonna have a Freightliner Classic or I'm gonna have an International 9900. I just don't know what year. If I can get a Classic, so King Mail, all right. If I can get me a Classic, I hope I can get one uh, about a 2000 and yeah, either 2000 or 99 and stuff. And that's cause I want the Cummins, not cause of the ELD joint. I want it cause they got the 2000 was the last year for the N14 Cummins. After that, the only thing you get in the Classic was Detroit and three motors: Detroit, Mercedes, and Cat. And I don't want a Cat no more. Ain't nothing wrong with Cat. I just don't want one. It's either that or I'm gonna get that International 9900, which I know I'm gonna have. Let's see. I ain't gonna have the M14 and stuff. I'm trying to think. What's that next model they moved up to? It's a Cummins. I'll think of it in a second. But I'm gonna have one of those trucks and stuff before March. Cause I am, man. Uh, $19,000 is what I got in this truck. As of tomorrow, when that repair bill get done, I'm gonna have $19,000 in this truck. I got more repairs than I do um truck note. And it's not to discourage people and say, okay, well, I got a piece of junk or whatever, it's just, you see why I say it's so important to save up your money. You see what I'm saying? It can happen. It doesn't matter what truck you get, whether it's a pre-emission, post-emission, same thing can happen. It's just, the only difference is that with the pre-emission truck, you ain't got to go to Freightliner if you don't, if you got a, just like, Sky Rooster, Century Class. If the truck get acting up, you ain't got to go to Freightliner. You could just say, okay, all right, something going on with this. Let me take it to this shop here that knows how to work on it. That's that. This truck here, everything has been around. Everything has been around this freaking emission system, man. I swear for the life of it. It's this emission system and stuff. And like I said, the DPF filter, that's something that's got to happen. It's got to happen. You got to get it clean. You got to get it clean. You got to get it changed. Well, you got to get it changed. They don't clean them no more. But, it's something that got to happen. But, it's like everybody's saying, man, don't worry about it. It's 90%. Even if it throw a code, it's not going to derate you. It's nothing more disturbing than cranking up this truck and seeing that daggone MIL light. It's nothing more disturbing, man. I mean, it hurts the soul. It just hurts the soul, man. But I'm telling you, man, I get this truck, man, I am done. I'm just gonna park this thing, pay it off, and trade it. But the only thing, well, let's see, it's another guy. It's another guy that did the same thing. He went to Lone Mountain and stuff, and he traded his truck in and got a 389 Peterbilt. I just don't want a new truck. There. I don't want a new truck and stuff, guys. I can't confidently say that I can stay in this industry. If I can confidently say that, then I would just go get the truck and be done with it. Like, you know what? Hey, save up my money, go ahead and trade this thing in, get me something new, be done with it. Cause I'm telling you, I'm like, it's just, the only thing I'm afraid this one box may go out. And I mean, well, I guess I got plans if it do go out and stuff, but I hope it don't. I hope it doesn't, man. I hope I don't run into no more issues that's gonna cost some serious cash and stuff. I mean, I'm like, the thing that's worrying me is the turbo. That's the thing that's worrying me, this turbo and stuff, man. Cause it's, when you get up there around that when you get up there around that 600,000, that's when all the original OEM parts are just gonna start falling apart, man. If they ain't been changed, clutch, what else? Air systems, parts on your emissions and stuff like that. They just all go out. It's time for it to go out, Unless you had the truck when it was brand new, then okay, hey, at least I know what I did and stuff like that. But for the most part, just it's not discouraging. It's not discouraging by and say, man, look, don't get your used truck. Just, if you do, man, put your money away. Put your money away and stuff. And, I guess the other thing that's discouraging, like, when you sit and, you like to be doing work, especially now. It just, what we got, Christmas, 6 days for Christmas. So they got to have me fixed and up and out of here by tomorrow. Otherwise, Otherwise, I can just call. I'm gonna call it a week because it's gonna be super tough, man, to try to get freight over the weekend. I feel folk gonna be doing this. They're gonna be taking the weekend and they're gonna be taking Monday and stuff. So it's gonna turn to a 4-day holiday. So and the only places that's gonna be receiving it's places like Walmart. Walmart. What's the other place I service? CNS. Those places there that I don't really particularly, Stop and Shop. Places I really don't particularly like going to and stuff. Stay back recording. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, folk. Just got a phone call from family and stuff like that. Didn't mean for it to be as long stuff as it did and stuff. So, anyhow, oh man, let me tell you something else that happened. Okay, I go to this. The other thing I hate about like this downtime stuff, man, and the other thing that's cool about this shop, I go over to this motel, right, and it's two of them over here. You got the Comfort Inn, you got this Comfort Inn, and then you got this this other no name motel beside it, right? Now this the only two over here within walking distance. Everything else is like 5-6 miles down the road, so you got to get your Uber or a taxi and all that stuff there. But anyway, go down here to this particular motel, right? Now I stayed there before, and for some reason I don't understand what these motels got a problem with you coming in there and paying cash. I really don't. I mean, like, everything has to be credit card and stuff like that. So, I go in there, ask the lady, hey, listen, I do stuff old school way. I do it the old fashioned way. Cause it's nothing more disturbing than having your money stolen, having your identity took. So I keep stuff simple, right? Cause everybody always trying to get information and then, your identity gets stolen. So all right, she tell me how much the room is, stuff, right? Got an ATM right behind me. So I like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and pay cash. I said, now since I'm paying cash, do I have to put a deposit down the room? She said, yeah, it's gonna be $30. I said, all right, cool. So I'm gonna grab the $30, right? On with what she tacking on. She said, no, it's gotta be off a credit card. I'm like, man, what's the difference? What's the difference? If $30 is $30, whether you get off the card, whether I give you cash. I mean, hey, I'm willing to even let you hold on to it and stuff, right? Just so I can get this room, so I can just chill on out and stuff, right? And she wouldn't do it. No, you got to have the $30 on the card. That's when you start doing stuff like that, that's very suspect. When you force me to do something like that, that's very suspect. And so I'm like, forget it. So I walked back down to the shop, asked the dude, said, man, listen, hey, can I stay in my truck again tonight? He's like, hey, look, you on the hook for $4,200. Like, yeah, but shoot, they ain't doing that with the truck. They ain't doing that with the truck and stuff like that. So he got my card information. He said, all right, cool, So I pull out front, and here I am again, staying in the truck. But this time I got some entertainment. I got this P4, I got my 32-inch, real high tech stuff, real high end stuff, But anyhow, man, look, I'm gonna tell you, if you can get you a truck, right? I'm gonna tell you guys, man, if you seriously want to put the time and energy in getting the truck, right? And you want to learn like the real ins and outs and stuff of a truck, see if you can get a pre-emission truck if you can. Now, understand, if you get one, it's gonna be beat all the heck. I mean, the interior is gonna be messed up. It's not gonna be in the best of shape. But depending on what truck you can get, like I said, they sell chrome stuff for it all day long. And so you figure, you replacing it with aftermarket parts and stuff like that. And, if you get you like you know, take it to a detail shop and stuff, man, they'll get you right. You might have to spend, about two, maybe $300 to get it right. But hey, at least you got a pre-emission truck so that, if something happens, like, well, look, I can just go up here on NTTS and say, hey, I got this going on and stuff. Okay, yeah, pull on in here in the shop and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, we're going to change that. You in and out of here. Instead of going to, you know, with these newer trucks and stuff like that. Oh, we got to do things. We got to run a diagnostic and stuff and got to do it step by step and then do 50 million regens and stuff. That's probably why I got 90% soot inside these filters, cause this truck, man, has to regen so much. It regen last night twice. It regen twice on me and stuff. I'm like, man, good Lord, what the heck? Why is it regenning so much, man? But that's what it had to do. Scared me half to death. Floors got super hot. But it is what it is. But that's how my week and stuff going. Y'all getting geared up for Christmas? Y'all getting geared up for Christmas? Cause I'm gonna tell you, man, Christmas gonna fall on a Monday. And if you ain't home or if you get your load Friday, you're gonna be holding it till next Wednesday. So if you get your load, don't get something refrigerated. Don't get something refrigerated and stuff. I don't care what kind of rate they offering you. Like, no, you know what? Think I'm gonna go and sit this one on out, cause this reefer get to acting up. This thing get to acting up and stuff, and I gotta find somebody fix it in a hurry and stuff. And the rates double, right? So you already got that on call. You got on call and stuff. Then you got the holiday rates and stuff. So you sitting there $1,000 for the man to even come out and stuff, and then whatever it is he got to fix. So I mean, like I said, if you pick something up Friday, it's gonna be sitting with it till Monday. Till Wednesday. Just don't let it be refrigerated. In fact, if you can just go home, just go home. Just take the L. Like, hey, look, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Go home and stuff. I'll holler at you Wednesday or whatever. I feel it's gonna be a 4-day weekend. Okay, so another one bites the dust. Anybody got any questions up here and stuff, man? Y'all throw something at me. If not, I'm gonna jump on off and stuff and go grab something to eat, I guess. Or you can just hit me up on my just contact me and stuff on my information up there on the page. Just hit me up. Um, let's see what I miss. You ain't miss nothing. I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling. You ain't miss nothing. You ain't miss nothing. So unless you got a question, I ain't talking about nothing. So let's see. Did you have to get gap insurance with Lone Mountain? No. They do have some places. They do have some places that they recommend. Yeah, they do have some places that they recommend and stuff. And I suggest you take one of them. Reason being is because they right there in with Cresco Capital, and their rates are pretty decent. Their rates are pretty decent and stuff. Let's see. I think it's because I only have a year. What, that your rates and stuff are high? Cause if you just have a year, as long as your driving record's straight, prior to you getting your license and stuff. It's all connected. Just make sure that if you ain't got no speeding ticket, no accidents and stuff, then you good to go. Yeah, you good to go. But when you get the truck, they'll recommend some places and stuff, man. Just hit them up. Their rates and stuff versus some of the other places and stuff that I called, they, I'm with True North. I'm with True North and stuff, and that's because all my insurance is tied up in there and stuff. So I got my medical, dental, vision, and they did truck insurance and stuff like that and stuff. So, they hit me up. It's like, hey, we do business with Cresco Capital. I said, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and consolidate, put it all together and stuff, and then, I just pay them all in one hit. In fact, I'm glad you spoke about insurance because mine is due, and if I don't pay them, they're going to cut me off. Then I'm being world a mess. But, yeah, like I said, my contact information is up there on the page. What I'm going to say is, text me first before you call me. Text me first before you call me stuff. I mean, you don't have to. I really like, if you do that and stuff and give me a heads up, like, hey, man, I'm be calling you and such times. All right, cool. Chill Will. What's going on, big home? All right. Yeah, just send me a text and stuff. Let me know, hey, listen, I'm going to call you and stuff. This who I am and everything, cause, that way I know who I'm talking to and all this stuff there instead of saying, who this? Because I do get kind of it is rather strange and stuff, see a phone number and stuff come up there and like, man, daggone, who is this? I said, no, I'm clean, and what kind of payments I would be looking at. Okay. If you clean, right? If you clean, your insurance is going to be somewhere around 200 and it's going to be anywhere between 280 to 290 a month. Somewhere in that range there. Unless you get the new truck. If you get the new truck, then it's probably going to be a little bit higher. But if you get any used trucks and stuff, whether it's the Cascadia, the Cascadia around 280, 290. If you get the ProStar, and stuff, the one that the 2013 or 14, the one that they only want, I think the ones where the payments ain't but $1,000 a month, then your insurance is probably gonna be around 230, around 230, 240. Probably lower than that. But, just give you a ballpark figure and stuff like that. So, you got two ways you can do it. You got some that will sit there and say, hey, listen, some they'll want a down payment and then next month, but then you ain't got to worry about them for 2 months. And then you got one where they just do month to month and stuff where it's just due on the time that you get the truck. So, like I said, get the rate and stuff like that, and ain't nothing really set in stone until you sign that contract. Do not send them any money until you sign the contract with that truck, cause, you never know what might happen. You might get there and stuff, and then you say, man, you know what? I don't want this truck. I want this truck over there. And they're going to have to work out a new rate and stuff for you. So, they ain't gonna let you leave anyway and stuff until your insurance clears. But don't get the insurance until you know that you're gonna sign that contract. Then go ahead and hit your man up. Let them know, okay, this the truck I'm getting and stuff, and they'll have everything ready. Cause unless you plan on going to work, right? Unless you plan on going to work right there where you at, which, it's kind of, I can't put it past people and stuff. I mean, I don't know what your plan might be, well, it's going to be kind of difficult and stuff to start work from right there where you at and everything, unless you already leased on and stuff, and, you get a company heads up and stuff like that and let them know, okay, all right, hey, look, send my plates and my decals over here and stuff, and I'm just do a power only to the house, Um, Other than that, just be prepared and stuff. That wherever you pick your truck up at, to take it wherever you got to go and stuff. Cause um, base plates take about a day to get registered. And, if you go with the company and stuff like that, if you lease on whatever, base plates take about a day typically and stuff. Cause they got to have all your information, and then you got to have your schedule 2290. What they call Schedule 1. You pay 2290, so you can't pay your 2290 until you get your truck. Cause they need all your information off the truck. Your VIN number and all that stuff there. And then you're good to go. So unless you wanna get all that on the first day, chill on out, and then that next day have your stuff overnighted, is just go ahead, just be prepared, go down and get your truck, take it to the house, and take care of all your stuff from there. Except, let's see, doggone. Oh yeah, all right. Another thing and stuff I wanted to put out there. Okay, right now, after the 25th of December, the IRS is gonna be shutting down until I think the second. They're gonna be shutting down to I think the second week in January. So that means that if you're trying to get a 2290, right, it's gonna be kind of hard to get. It's to get your pay Schedule 1, it's gonna be real hard to get. The only thing you can do is just you can be set up. You can be set up so that when they open up, they'll send the stuff over. But for the most part, when they shut down on this is the last week right here and stuff that you can get it. So after this weekend stuff, they are done till the second week of January. That division that handles the 2290s and stuff. So right now would not be a good time to get a truck. It wouldn't be a good time to get a truck. So, and that's because you gotta have that 2290 paid before you get base plate. They ain't paid, they don't give you no base plate. Period. Unless you lease on with a carrier. If you lease on with if you lease on with a carrier, they can take care of it for you and stuff. They got ways of like getting around and stuff, but a single individual, a single entity like yourself, it's gonna be kind of hard to do. So again, just make sure that whoever you leasing on to and stuff, they're gonna tell you that, are you gonna run our base plate or you gonna run your own and stuff? If you run theirs, then they probably gonna tell you, don't worry about paying the 2290. We're gonna go ahead and pay it for you. So if you want to cut down on costs, you know what? No, don't even do that. Don't even do that, because the other strangest thing about this industry, right, which I can't understand is, okay, if you lease on with somebody and they pay the 2290, right? Now, technically, once you pay it, right, you done for that truck. You shouldn't have to pay it no more for that whole year. But if you leave and go somewhere else, right, and you run off their base plate, then they're gonna tell you that, you're gonna look at your settlement. They see, okay, all right, they're taking out for a 2290 again. And I don't know how they do it, but I know that they do it. And it's really messed up, So, a lot of people sitting there and they ask me about the whole, base plate system and stuff like that. I'm like, it's kind of a, it's a business deal and stuff like that, So, I mean, you can run your own, of course, but it's just, you can run your own and stuff. But then, now the company is going to be sitting there and, you got to do 2 field reports now. You got to do one for yourself, one for the company. And to minimize paperwork and stuff like that, it's best to just go ahead and run theirs and stuff like that. And just say that the extra money that you paying and stuff is sort of like a fee, It's sort of like a fee so that you don't have to do things yourself, do things yourself and stuff, They take care of it for you and everything, so, just do it that way. Oh, crap, my dang ring about to fall off. Anybody else got any questions? Any comments? Any concerns? Let's see. Okay, appreciate it. All right, fellas. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on off here and everything. Like I said, contact information is up there on the page. Feel free to hit me up if you want me to go more in depth about anything dealing with trucking. This your man right here, the one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. Telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact finding studies. Harness on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.